Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. Today is Sunday, January 26th, 2025, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App $, ORION-NWSF, or the YouTube Super Chat right here. We got the AFC Championship game, the Buffalo Bills versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles winning 55-23 to go to the Super Bowl. I made it just in time. Megan in the building, Matt in the building, Sarah in the building. Let's go. And again, I didn't know if I was going to get it up in time, but looks like I made it with just enough before kickoff. Thank God. Let's go. All right, Paisley's at the door. I can hear her, so let me open it up and let her in. All right, Paisley is in the building. She misses Dad. All right, let me get settled in here. Chief will chief. Okay. Come on now. Trying to get all settled in here. Odin with a 7 to get it started off. One sec. Josh Allen, incomplete, 4th down and 6. I'm just trying to get all my screen situated here, so give me just 1 sec. No break from one game to the next, so. All right, here we go. Sorry about that. And not the start that the Buffalo Bills wanted there. Anytime you end up getting a 3 and out, or you end up having to punt right out of the gates, not ideal. And we're at 7:93 to go. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Odin Son, appreciate you. And now we get to see the Kansas City Chiefs, baby. Appreciate you. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, little cactus jack, bang, bang. Let's go. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you can keep track of the likes, Captain, and Sarah can do the donos, or a combination of the two of you, it would be greatly appreciated. Let's try to get that good number so we can hit that algorithm. Mahomes, short middle to Hollywood Brown for 9 yards. Good start. I like that. Right out of the gates, fast pace. There you go. 2nd down and 1 on the KC 30. And again, it just took me a couple seconds to get everything situated. I haven't had a break, and I've already streamed the Eagles and the Commanders, and luckily I was able to get it going. So if you are in the room, just take a second to smash that like button for your boy. It just takes 1 sec, and the closer that we can get to 20 within the first hour, then we can hit that algorithm. Be greatly appreciated. 1st down and 10. Mahomes throwing that football like a shot put, but hey, I'll take it. Hollywood Brown again. Let's go. All right, Andy's got it cooking. Okay, baby. Second down and 1. Shotgun set. Play action fake. Mahomes, good protection up front. Points. Looks. Throws late. Nope. Keeps it. 1st down. Chiefs. Move the chains. Two more to get to 10. 12 more to get to 20. Let's get there. Now we're at 10. 10 more to go. We're halfway to the goal for the first hour. And we're at 7. 93 to go. Shotgun set. Mahomes. Play action fake. Pressure. Misses the sack lunch. Towards the sideline. Xavier Worthy. 9-yard gain. Just shy of the 1st down marker. Well, you gotta think if Buffalo fucks up, remember they don't really have a defense. So same thing with the Commanders. I don't see it being a 55-23 game. I could see the team that wins this, somewhere between 3 and 10 points, but Buffalo definitely needs to control the clock, and their defense has to step up. The real question is will they? Pacheco up the middle. First down out of Kansas City. I like what I see. I mean, again, if you're Buffalo, you have to attack the right-handed side, right? Because obviously we know Taylor is probably the worst piece in the entire Chief organization as far as a liability. And we'll see if the Chiefs avoid him and run to the other side. Wide open. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. 1st down, Chiefs. Oh, my. Shows you how important it is to have a defense. And if you don't got one, you will get exploited. Wow. Nice job by Mahomes. Vintage Juju Smith-Schuster. He may not be the same player that he was, but they love bringing players back like Juju and Kareem Hunt. And most of the time when they do come back, they usually have some type of success in this offense. Hybrid in the building. What's good? Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. We're doing 7 hours straight here on the channel. Mahomes, hand off. Ooh, baby. Kareem Hunt almost got loose there. It's not if the Chiefs win, it's when they win. Shotgun set. 1st down, Chiefs. touchdown, Chiefs, Kareem Hunt, bang, bang, bang. And just like that, you can't stop the run. You can't stop the pass. If you're going to go, possession for possession, that sounds nice, during the regular season. But again, field goals ain't going to cut it for Buffalo. And that was easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Again, my reputation obviously is always on the line. I normally never get a lot of AFC, NFC championship game predictions wrong. I think I've gotten one Super Bowl wrong in 20, 25 years. It's not like Buffalo isn't capable, but they're not on the same level as the Kansas City Chiefs. It was their number one choice for McDonald. For me, it's more wait and see, because again, the Saints offense really isn't good. So, to bring in the guy that did the play calling for the Saints were a shitty team last year. And I think that a lot of Hawk fans are a little nervous. Obviously, Gino is better than Carr, but I don't know if that's going to be the guy that will be the OC a couple years down the road. I would assume they'll try him out and see if it works. But if I had to put money on it, I would assume that they would fire him, sooner than later. Hopefully it works out for you guys, but I'm just being honest and real, because I follow the Saints like they're my own team. And I don't think, some Hawk fans might be optimistic, and it's cool that, you predicted it. But, to me, if I'm just being honest, I don't like the hire. But again, I hope it works out for you guys. But, I'm glad that McDonald got his guy. And again, I think it will be kind of a bridge guy, like a bridge hire, which means like this is the guy that you'll have for now, but then you'll have to fire him to get the guy that you really, really want down the road to get that offense to the next level, whether it's with Gino or another quarterback. So, and that's just me being honest on, I always break down film and watch things, but, you had Carr, you had AK-41, you had Olave, you had Taysom Hill. They had a lot of injuries, so you really didn't get a chance to see everything. But again, if you go and actually look at all of the hiring as head coaches, there's not really a whole lot to get super excited about. Like Vrabel hire, people like to say that. The Pete Carroll and the Ben Johnson maybe were the best three, but there's a realistic possibility that all the guys that got hired this year will get fired in a year or two or three. So, we'll have to wait and see. Maybe Vrabel keeps the job just because he's got the connection as being a former player. But again, it's like I don't really know if there's anybody that got hired. Saints are the last team to pick their head coach. There's nothing I feel that, you look at the board that gets you super excited. Again, some of the guys are a hire, but is it going to lead you to the playoffs? Is it going to lead you, to moving up in the division? We'll have to wait and see. So. Yeah, well, again, it's just like when we had the conversation about Kraken and goalies, and we needed better goalies. Some things, like I said, I'm not going to know the answers to everything. But again, based on reading, research, film study, treating every single team as my own, not just, using one, again, we'll wait and see on how it works out. But I know I'm not the only person that is a little suspect with the hire. Again, and there's only so many people available right now. But again, I just don't know if it'll be a good fit. I hope it's a fit for you guys, but, I'm just, based on, knowing him and what he likes to call, and again, yeah, the Saints and the Hawks are two different teams. But again, if you're not a very good play caller in the previous location, are you going to be, are you going to see a complete 360 and all of a sudden he's going to be a top 5 coordinator on plays? I don't know. So we'll have to wait and see. But, I don't like the hire. I'm just being honest. So, but again, and I'm treating it as if the Hawks were my team. Like, would I like the hire? And the answer for me is there's not a whole lot of options. But again, I think, Hawk fans would have been happier if it was like Slowick. If they would have got him, I think that would have been maybe potentially a better hire. But even Slowick got fired from the Texans, and a lot of his stats were like ranked 17 through 23. And they had C.J. Stroud, Joe Mixon, Tank Dell got hurt late, Stephon Diggs got hurt, they got Nico Collins hurt half the season. So that has something to do with it too, but that's just my personal opinion. So And again, I'm at the status of I'm at, based on the reading and research that I do. There's not very many people on planet Earth that are going to put in the extra time and effort and energy, to be able to go through all of the film and the reading and the blogs and the vlogs for every single team in the NFL like I do. So, and again, I'm not going to be right, on every single opinion or every single prediction, but I feel that my predictions come true a lot higher percentage-wise than anybody else on YouTube. And again, you have to put in the work. And sometimes, guys will get better. Sometimes guys will get worse. Some guys will keep their job. Some guys will get fired. But I feel the Seahawks deserve better than that piece. I hope it works out, but just don't be surprised if he gets fired in a couple of years and they try to get someone better. I mean, hell, you guys had Waldron, and he was one of the worst. And you guys got smart and finally let him go. Bears got him, and then they fired him. So again, you can always have different offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators, but there, is a different type of skill set, with these guys. Some are much better than others, based off, intelligence, scheme, hard work. But I'm, optimistic. I hope it works out for you guys, but I'm a little suspect with the hire. But it's not like there was a lot of other options to choose at this point in the season. It's like you only have a couple options. So. First down and 15. Big tackle there for the Chiefs. Third down and 3. Allen short pass to Shakir for 12 yards. First down, Bills. Yeah, but realistically, I mean, if the offensive line doesn't improve, it doesn't matter who the fuck the offensive coordinator is going to be. It's not going to work. If the offensive line is still 31st out of 32 teams, you can put in anybody, Slowick, Kubi, anybody. And you could have Ben Johnson come in instead of being the head coach of the Bears and coming to Seattle. It doesn't mean that he's going to succeed. First you got to fix the O-line. You fix the O-line, then you can see what you're going to get. But again, if the offensive line is second worst in the NFL, I mean, it might not matter who you bring in. You got to fix that first, and then we can see, who's going to be there short term or long term. So, and again, it's like I want you guys to do well. It's not like I, want it to be, where you guys are struggling. So, I want you guys to be able to have some success. So. Second down and 10. Allen. Amari Cooper with the catch. Yeah, we'll see. Again, once things improve defensively and that offensive line, then, things will start coming together. But you can definitely tell when teams get exploited when they have something that's not very good, whether it's like a bad offensive line, a bad D line, a bad defense. Good teams are going to find a way to exploit you. And I don't have an agenda. I always call it how I see it. I'm a straight shooter. Like I said, other people that give opinions, they're going to have their own bias, who they like, who they don't like. But again, I really pride myself on trying to do as much reading as like an NFL scout, watch the film, go through every team as if it was my own. And I don't really think anyone else on YouTube does that, to really go that deep. And, I wish the utmost success, for all of your guys' favorite teams that you root for. And, hopefully it works out. But again, I feel it's more of like a bridge hire where it'll be a guy that they hire now, but then they'll fire him in a couple years and try to get someone better, which hopefully there will be potential candidates that are better to improve the team. Fumble. Coughed it up. Josh Allen to Shakir for 4 yards, 4th down and 5. Self-inflicted wounds, but hey, they got 3. Kick is up, and it's good. 7-3 Chiefs. Hey, that's better than nothing. I mean, at least you're not fumbling, turning the football over 3 times and getting scores 3 times, just like the Commandos did, and the Eagles took advantage. So, again, this game is going to be much closer, but you're not going to win the game with field goals. And also remember, when I come up with these predictions and when I come up with like opinions, I'm never doing it in a way where like I'm trying to be right and everyone else is wrong. I'm just telling you from like my head and my heart based off the research in the film, what I feel, regardless on if it's my team or your team or anybody's team. Like, I try to treat every, opinion or prediction as if that was my team. What would I feel? So keep that in mind. Nice 53-yarder by Bass. Wouldn't shock me if he ends up missing a field goal or doinking at some point in this game. Yeah, we'll definitely see what direction it goes. So. Anything I can do photo-wise for you, Reflect, or Odin, or anyone that has donated either late in the last stream or early in this one? Final score gonna, what do you say? Final score gonna be by 2 points? No, I do not think it's gonna be by 2 points. Minimum, I think it'll be 3 to 8 points. I feel is where we're gonna be looking like, but I don't think it'll be by 1 or 2. But you never know. It could be, but it kind of feels like it, could be by 3 to 8 points. It feels more likely. Liam Cohen. He was like in 5 teams in 5 years, and he took the job to be at the Jags. But again, he's a good play caller, but being a head coach is completely different. And I think that he'll get fired in a couple years from Jacksonville. And they had to fire the GM just to bring him in. We were going to make him the highest paid offensive coordinator, in football, but then he decided that he wanted to be a head coach instead for his resume, which I don't blame him. But again, a lot of OCs and DCs, they can't make it as head coach. It's just a different type of responsibility, and again, a lot of them, they just want the chance. So that way it's on their resume. So then, if Liam Cohen does get fired from the Jags, he might have to go back to being an OC again, do well again, and then get another job. Or there might be another team after he gets fired that will give him another shot. But, we'll see where it goes. But again, if you have quality offensive line and quality pieces on the offense like Baker, Mike Evans, hopefully Godwin, McMillan, Bucky Irving, Rashad White, Graham Borton, Tristan Wirfs, it doesn't really matter who we bring in on OC. We're good. We're a top 5 offense. So it just depends on how creative that person is to use the weapons that we have. We don't really have any weaknesses. Like the offensive line could get a little bit better for the Bucs, but the main part for the Buccaneers, if we want to get to the NFC Championship game, the O-line needs improvement. The defense needs improvement. Again, I'm okay with being a pretender and winning the NFC South, but there's a difference between being a pretender and a contender, and most people are not willing to admit, the difference. So. Yeah, I really don't know what direction, that they're going to go. They're probably going to wait to see how everything kind of shuffles out with the teams that make it to the Super Bowl and They probably have to see what the Saints are doing at head coach. I mean, can you imagine if the Saints end up hiring Mike McCarthy? I mean, most Saints fans would probably quit, and they'd probably be like, oh, God, So I know if I was a Saints fan, I wouldn't want Dallas's former coach. But again, it's like a recycling pool of coaches, which is kind of sad, but that's just the reality the NFL is. And you do get opportunities for OCs and DCs, but I would like to see more college coaches and coordinators get more opportunities on the NFL level, but there's always a starting point for everyone. I think Chip is better in college than in the pros, dealing with grown men compared to young men that don't have as much ego. But when you're dealing with the ego and the millionaires, I mean, it's difficult, to be able to make all that work. But I feel Chip is better off being in college. Some guys are just better suited for that game, and being a mentor and whatnot. So. Mahomes, scrambling, gambling on 2nd and 10. Go, baby, go. Go, baby, go. There you go. First down, Chiefs, through the chains. He's good. He's electric. And again, he uses his legs. Got to use your legs. I mean, we still need to see more film. I mean, obviously, it's going to be a guy that, in the next year's draft, not this year's draft, next year's draft, has got a shitload of quarterbacks. There's going to be like 10 to 15, like, decent ones, and then there'll probably be, 5, like, wow, like, these might, actually be something. But, again, we need to see a little bit more film. But again, when Jaden Daniels and Jackson Dart played, Dart kind of outplayed him. But again, what you do in your freshman and sophomore year might be different than what you do in your junior and your senior year. And it also depends on what team you go to, with the supporting cast, if you got a good coordinator. So I hope Jackson Dart pans out in the NFL, but there's no guarantee. It hasn't been really quarterbacks. It hasn't really been too kind to them lately in the draft for a lot of teams. So besides this last year's draft, which I feel might be the best one. Right? Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix, Michael Penix Jr., those are the 3 best, but then you still got Caleb, Drake May, and J.J. McCarthy that can all be at least average at best or at least above average. So hopefully we don't have any busts out of those 6 quarterbacks. And then you might have to wait for some of those quarterbacks to go to their second team to succeed, possibly Caleb, Drake May, or J.J. McCarthy, but, we'll see. We have to give it like 3-4 years before we can really have a full evaluation, so... I need to go get a water. Give me 1 sec. Oh, that water tastes good, man. It's been a long day. Let's go, baby. You might have an advantage, during the regular season. Allen looked better than Mahomes, right? James Cook, on the same level, if not a little bit better than maybe Pacheco or Hunt. Offensive line slightly better than Kansas City's. Linebacking core, Nick Bolton, Matt Milano, that's almost a push. But, at home, Mahomes, you have to trust him more, right? You got D-Hop, you got Xavier Worthy, you got Kelsey, you got Chris Jones, you got Trent McDuffie, you got the better kicker and more trustworthy of a kicker in Butker, and Andy Reid mops the floor with McDermott any day. On the cart. Hopefully he's okay. All right, 2nd down and 2. Mahomes. Pressure up the middle. Oh, ball comes out. Did the Chiefs actually get that back? Holy cow. How do you not scoop that fucking fumble up? You got to be kidding me. And there's a penalty on Ed Oliver, defensive offside, so it wouldn't have mattered anyways. Holy moly. I couldn't, someone in the stream will probably let you know, but he had a seatbelt on, so I couldn't tell the number. I only saw a 2. I couldn't see the other number, so I couldn't tell who it was. Yeah, and the player that was on the cart was a Bills player, not a Chiefs player, so I don't know who it was, but someone will be able to let us know who that was. It looked like a secondary player, but it didn't look good. I mean, he had a seatbelt on, and they were holding him like something was torn, like in his shoulder or a clavicle got broken or something. I don't know, but we'll get an update here on the broadcast, I assume, at some point. 1st down and 10. Hand off up the gut. Wow, running like a freight train. Kareem Hunt, 1st down, Chiefs. Move the chains. Mahomes, screen pass, Worthy. Down the sideline, nice game. 1st down, Chiefs, Bills, defense, they don't got one. I mean, it doesn't matter where they go. Xavier Worthy, we haven't even seen Kelsey really get the ball yet. This team is very, very deep. Wow, another fumble. Holy cow. And then the Bills recover. Oh, that's what they needed. There you go, Buffalo fans or anti-Kansas City fans. There you go. Again, you can't have too many mistakes, and self-inflicted wounds, and that's the first turnover. I mean, hell, they haven't had a turnover, I think, since like November. And just not a good communication there with either the keep or the handoff from Mahomes to Xavier Worthy. Can't be too cute there. You have to be on the same page. Big turnover for the Chiefs, 7-3, Kansas City. Let's see if Buffalo can actually score off of that. Is that the player that was on the cart? Benford? Okay. I figured it. I didn't know if it was for sure him, but I figured someone would be able to let us know. So thank you for that. Cole in the building. What's good? Nice run there by James Cook. See if the offensive line can step up here for Buffalo. They're going to need it. End of the first quarter, 7-3 Chiefs. Yeah, but it looked like the handoff wasn't the cleanest either. Oh, no worries, my guy. We're just happy that you're here now. Seven 3 Kansas City. All right, we're at 15. We need 5 more. So if you are in the room and haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. Now we're at 16. We need 4 more to hit the goal for at least the first initial one, and then we can see what we can go from there. But we're at 16. 4 more to get to 20. Let's get there. And we're at 7. 93 to go on the Dono train. Kind of crazy that we're almost at the end of the whole damn thing, this game, and then obviously we'll get, Eagles Bills or Eagles Chiefs in the Super Bowl, and then it's done. But when the Super Bowl ends, then we're going to get closer to the Daytona 500, closer to March Madness, and most importantly, that means we're getting closer to baseball for the Seattle Mariners. Can't wait for that. Even if it's another year of heartache and heartbreak, I'm going to really have a lot of fun doing, 150 plus games of the Mariners, just like my goal was last year. I got the same goal to do that this year as well. So, and hopefully we'll make the playoffs this year. Fingers crossed. Yeah, well, for most of the mods, it's going to be like put somebody in timeout. If it ends up being like bots, then we can just, obviously boot that off completely. But most of the time, if anyone is going to be booting someone off the channel, it's going to be me. But again, thankfully we don't really have too many haters or trolls. They come and go, here and there, just like any channel. But all right, second quarter. First down and 10 at the KC 43. Let's see if Buffalo can get a field goal or a touchdown. Allen, screen pass. James Cook, he is money. First down, Bills. And again, they haven't had a running back like James Cook. I mean, this is like a modern-day Thurman Thomas or Jim Kelly back in the day. And they had Andre Reed, Don Beebe, Cornelius Bennett, right? They had a lot of guys, Bruce Smith. It was a different era and a different time, but we've said for years, to beat the Chiefs, you got to be able to have a top 5, top 10 running back. They finally do, but the defense got progressively worse, and that might be their bugaboo. Offensive line is better than Kansas City's, but again, you don't really have a defense, and that worries me. It's not going to be as bad as the Commanders' defense, but again, it kind of comes to the point where it ends up being close, but just not enough. Allen throws it up, got a man. Almost intercepted on triple coverage. Bad decision by Josh Allen, but here's the flag. Cool kid in the building. What's good? Smash that like button for your boy. Terrible throw by Josh Allen. Let's see what this call is. Andy Reid's like, what is it? Holding. Defense. Wow. Is that Nick Bolton? Nick Bolton, uh-oh. Davis, Ray, short game. It really shows you, if we're, with football, if you have better owners and better GMs and better coaches, it doesn't matter who the players are, because the players will end up finding a way to make it work with the superior people coaching and mentoring those guys. You can't have garbage players, obviously, but again, you can get your players to be from average to good, good to great, great to elite, when you have the good people up front, just like at any job. If you got a shitty owner or a shitty manager, you're not going to get the most out of the employees, and the same thing holds true for the NFL. You got a shitty owner, shitty GM, shitty coach, shitty coordinators, it's not going to work. Good tackle there by the Chiefs. Nice tackle there by Reed. 3 more to 20. Josh Allen to Amari Cooper for 10 yards to the 27 of KC. First down, Bills. They're threatening now. We're at 7:93 to go. Help your boy out. 7 hours straight. Long day today. I wouldn't trade it for nothing, though. Shotgun set. Allen, pressure off the edge. Good catch there by Cooper. Allen sacked, loss of 10 yards, and a fumble. Wow. 12 noon, you know what time it is? Time for a sack lunch. Oh, my. Second down and 20. Short left to Hollins for 7. 3rd down and 13, and all the momentum that Buffalo was able to acquire is slowly getting ripped from their fingers and hands. Oh, Allen lucky enough to be able to get back on that fumble, and then Hollins with a nice little 7-yard gain. 3rd down and 13. Shotgun set. Allen in the middle to Shakir. 1st down, Bills. 1st and goal on the KC6. And again, Shakir has always been kind of the reliable piece. Doesn't drop footballs that often. Good route runner, good hands. Again, they had Keon Coleman, Khalil Shakir, Amari Cooper. They got 2 tight ends. One will get a little bit more reps than the other. So we'll see if the offensive line can hold enough and limit Chris Jones and that defense. But now they're threatening to get into the end zone, which wouldn't shock anyone. And normally when it gets that close, that typically is Josh Allen, James Cook territory. That was a good play on 3rd down and 13. That offensive line held, and Josh Allen had enough arm strength to squeeze that football in. Threading the needle. If you want to look up the definition of threading the needle, Josh Allen just did that with that pass to Shakir. Look on how hard he has to throw it just to get it there. I mean, and if it's 1 second too late or too early, it's incomplete. Touchdown, James Cook. There it is. And again, they haven't had a top 5, top 10 running back. All those times they lost to KC, they finally have it. Is this the year that Josh Allen and James Cook get it done? We'll find out. Extra point is up and good. 10-7 Buffalo. There you go. Let's make this a fun one. Let's not have it be a blowout like the Commanders and Eagles. Let's have this game being decided by 3 points. Hopefully it ends up being like 7 points or less, but if it ends up being by like 3-4 points, that would be ideal. Buffalo celebrate. 10-7 Buffalo. Best running back they've had since Thurman Thomas. Besides the short run that they had Marshawn Lynch before he ended up going to, obviously, Seattle. Kick is good. 10-7 Buffalo. All right, Chief, your turn. Imagine a healthy Rashee Rice. That would be another weapon as well. I got to get a Pacheco and a Kareem Hunt photo real quick. Anything you want to see, Odin, for your dono, let me know. Nice Pacheco there. Kareem Hunt. All right, 3 more likes to be able to get to 20. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. 2 more to 20. We're almost there. And we're at 7, 93 to go. Hit the goal on the Dono train. JT in the building. How are you? Sterator, Nance, and Romo. Jim Nance has got the most, I feel like, soothing NFL voice. I mean, compared to like Fox broadcast. You know, I'm not really, you know, like a Joe Buck or Aikman, you know, type of vibe. You know, again, I wish that Romo and Nance were NFC. You know, and again, you have Burkhardt and Tom Brady, and that one, you know, might be a little bit better than Joe Buck because he's more of a baseball guy to me, and Troy Aikman. But I mean, hell, if you had Gus Johnson and Joel Klatt, they would be better than everyone. Like, why the hell did they not do NFL games? That's the question. I mean, Gus and Joel on the call would be way more exciting than anyone else. Hunt, short gain on 2nd down and 2. 3rd down. 3rd down and 1. Hunt for no gain. 4th down and 1. That wasn't ideal. Yeah, but just because the daughters take over doesn't mean it's going to be any better. You know, it's like if Jerry Jones passes away, Steven is a big dumbass just like his dad. It's not like that's going to change. You know, they got the biggest drought out of any team in the NFC of making the NFC Championship game, and, you know, I don't see it changing anyway in that Jones family. Good defense there by Buffalo. Who would have thought? Agreed. That's my quarterback. Yeah. And then if the Saints hire Mike McCarthy, every Saint fan that supported me, they probably would just all disappear. I would not be happy with Mike McCarthy and fucking Nolans. That would be like the fucking worst thing ever. But you know, some organizations, you know what they're doing. Others, you know, it's kind of a head scratcher. But it's very clear Jerry just wants to make money. You know, and he doesn't care really about getting to the Super Bowl or the NFC Championship game. You know, he just wants to, you know, be the owner of the Dallas Cowboys. But, you know, you're going to be the team that has been, you know, the longest drought out of any team in the NFC, and that's probably not going to change anytime soon. So then you got to hope that you get some of the good players the hell out of there. Like CeeDee Lamb needs to get the fuck out of there so he can actually go somewhere where he can win before his career is done. It'd be a damn shame if he has to waste his whole career in Dallas. I want to see CD actually on a good team. Mahomes on 4th down. Use those legs. There you go. Sliding in safe. 1st down. Cheese through the chains. There you go. Shotgun set, Mahomes. Good defense there by Buffalo. Hunt with a minimal gain of a yard. Mahomes short left to Xavier Worthy for 10 yards. 1st down, Chefs. I mean, imagine Rashee Rice. That could be such a big thing for this team, but shows you how much depth that they have. And then once you start talking about Xavier Worthy, who do you talk about? D-Hop. Short ride to D-Hop for 11. There we go. I see you. First down and 10 at the Buffalo 33. First down and 10, Mahomes. Nice catch by D-Hop there. Pacheco up the middle for a yard. Ed Oliver and Johnson with the tackle. Second down and 9 at the Buffalo 32. Yeah, well, plus it was the Commanders' first time there. You know, these two teams have been battling it out for years and years and years. So, you know, like Buffalo can win in the regular season against the Chiefs, but they just can't win in the playoffs. And I really feel with a team like Buffalo that's so close, you know, unless, Kansas City beats themselves, Buffalo is going to need to be a 1 seed and have home field advantage for them to get to the Super Bowl one day. Everyone that has eyes that has watched the game, we know Roger Goodell, loves the idea of the Chiefs being in the Super Bowl because of money, the possible three-peat, going against a team that is very, they match up very well, with each other, with the Eagles and the Chiefs. We haven't seen it yet. But again, Kansas City is good enough to beat Buffalo without the refs. And that's why people get upset is that, when it comes down to the fourth quarter or in the second half and they end up giving them extra first downs to create extra momentum. We've seen the refs dictate outcomes for the Chiefs, but it's not every game. It's not every game where they have that horrible call or that late hit, for unnecessary roughness or automatic first downs. It feels like it's every game to fans on the outside looking in, on social media, and then, them, having a picture with Patrick Mahomes and a ref, and, refs are in the back pocket. And again, the refs are going to call it, it seems like, and they did it in the NBA and the MLB. Sometimes there's a little bit of favoritism, for the New England Patriots when they were good, and now with the Chiefs. But we just don't want to see the flopping by Mahomes, and if they barely touch him, they give him this special penalty to extend the drive. Chiefs are good enough to win this game without help. But I don't think it would be shocking to anyone if we see a questionable bad call go in the Chiefs' favor. But again, they are good enough to win without any help from the refs. But we'll see if we end up getting a, suspect call or not, or a bad call. Third down and 4. Mahomes. Xavier Worthy, first down, Chiefs. But again, O-line, D-line, defense, coaching, play calling. Again, there's only a couple categories that you could say that Buffalo might be better. Regular season, obviously this guy, right? So you might have an advantage, but you're in the playoffs and you're on the road, so it probably goes to Mahomes. You might have an advantage over Kareem Hunt and Pacheco with this guy, James Cook. Your offensive line is better, and you might have a better linebacking core, but that's about it. Everything else favors Kansas City on position groups. So, and even with the linebackers, you could argue with Nick Bolton, and the rest of the core there that, because obviously with Milano, when he's healthy, and Bolton, it's kind of a push. But if we were talking about overall, you could go either linebacking core. So, touchdown, Kansas City. Mahomes to Xavier Worthy, imposing their will. This team is going to be tough to beat. Patrick Mahomes, Xavier Worthy, boom, shakalaka, extra point is up and good. I see you, 14-10, Chefs. They're cooking. Again, like I said, O-line, D-line, defense, coaching, play calling. If you don't have a defense, you're not going to make it. And if you do make it somehow, some way, you're not winning the Super Bowl. The team that's got the best defense, is going to win. Just like looking at Jaden Daniels and how good he looked against the Bucs, squeaking that out at the end. Baker didn't really have the best game. Our defense played pretty good against them. And then Detroit, awesome all year. But then the game that they just shit the bed defensively, and then he went off. And then people thought, oh, he's going to do it again. Not so fast. You have to look at history, and history tells you teams at home in the NFC, AFC championship game typically win 90% of the time. So, I go with history. And obviously history is meant to be broken, but I'm not going to bet against a team that's favored, and unless that other team has got a great elite defense. And then still I might take the home team. But, it's not like Buffalo's D is terrible, but I wouldn't call them good. Eagles and Chiefs, they are the most well-rounded teams. And, again, that's what we're going to get in the Super Bowl. I got to get my prediction correct. So 14-10, Chefs. And if you're Buffalo, you need a touchdown here at half to have a 3-point lead, but you'll be satisfied with a field goal by Bass to make it 14-13 here before halftime. And if you're the Chiefs, you're trying to get a turnover and, again, trying not to give up any more points to Buffalo before half. Easier said than done. All right, Buffalo, your turn. But really, to me, the way the flow of this game is going, James Cook has to be the best player on the field the rest of the way for the Bills to win. And I don't know if that's going to happen. He's got to have to play like Saquon. And, their offensive line might be slightly better than the Kansas City Chiefs with Taylor on that right tackle. But overall, it's not the same level of skill set as the Eagles' offensive line. So, again, Cook is going to have to, kind of carry the load. And, Josh is going to be Josh. But he's going to need like a Batman to his Robin. And he never really had that before, besides Diggs. But you need it at running back. So we'll see. And obviously the defense is going to have to make plays. They're going to have to pick off Mahomes, get some fumbles, get a pick six, a fumble for a touchdown, special teams touchdown. They're going to need something extra to win this game. And even with all those things, they could still lose. So we'll see where it goes. But that's kind of the way that the game feels like to me, that he's going to have to impose his will, which I don't know if it's possible. Defense has to make plays. We don't know if that's possible, but we will see. And obviously Josh Allen can't have that big interception or big turnover in the second half if they want to keep it close or have a chance to win late. Yeah, like you need stability. Hell, Baker Mayfield's had 8 offensive coordinators in 8 years. Can we get some fucking stability, please? Hard for guys to be able to, let alone pick up a new playbook, but to be able to master it. Think about how good of a quarterback you have to be and how intelligent, how hardworking you have to be. Hell, Tom Brady had the same shit pretty much the whole way through. Yeah, there was guys like Charlie Weiss and Romeo Cornell and Josh McDaniels, but the scheme pretty much stayed the same for 20 years. So when you don't have to think about anything, just perfect the plays that you know what you're doing, how much of an advantage that can be for a team. And no wonder Tom Brady and the Pats were so good. And it also helps when you have a top 10 defense almost every year that you play, which isn't really talked about in those Patriot runs. Besides the deflate gate, spy gate, and all the other gates that they ended up having. We got to 20. There we go. First down and 10. Got too excited there and knocked my light over. Illegal formation with the flag. All right, penalty decline based off the incompletion there. Allen pass incomplete. Fourth down and 10 now. That's not what they wanted. Samuel's not going to get targeted the rest of the game. Jesus Christ, catch that. Like, you know, every opportunity that if Josh Allen throws it to you and you're not a regular guy that gets the ball, you better fucking catch it. Ridiculous. And then now Coleman incomplete back-to-back. Samuel and Coleman. The throw was a little low, but it definitely was a catchable ball. And Allen incomplete to Keon Coleman. Fourth down and 10 at the Buffalo 30 now. And now if Kansas City can get a field goal or a touchdown to extend the lead, that's exactly what they want going into half. And again, Allen in Buffalo is a completely different player than Allen on the road in Kansas City. And Allen is also a different quarterback in the regular season against Kansas City compared to in the postseason. You know, you always have to look at the stats and the analytics. You know, history repeats itself quite often. Starting to hear the Chief crowd. I hear him. I hear him. Oh, broke a tackle, broke another tackle, hit the sideline. Go, 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 go. Woo! First down, Chiefs. What a return. 41 yards. Woo! Big return. Yee! Yeet, yeet, yeet. Oh, my. Uh-oh, Kareem Hunt injured. Uh-oh, that's not good. Kareem Hunt for 5 yards and injured on the play. Hopefully he's okay. Hunt incomplete to Travis Kelce. We haven't heard his name just yet. But don't be surprised if he ends up making a big play in the second half. They got to get this guy the ball at some point. What happened to my hands? Come on, TK. Come on, Travis. And just like that, Travis Kelce drops one. Pass deep to Xavier Worthy. No fucking problem. First down, Chiefs. And yeah, defensive holding decline. And Chiefs are about to score a touchdown and go up 21-10, baby. You never go against this guy right here. Whether you love the Chiefs or hate the Chiefs, McDermott is not on the same level as arguably the best coach in this generation. The guy was money in Philadelphia, 4 straight NFC championship games and a Super Bowl, and they're trying to go back to back to back. Will they? If they play the Eagles, there's no guarantee the Chiefs win. But what a catch right there. How does that not get picked off by Buffalo? Unbelievable. Wow. And having Xavier Worthy, when you don't have Rashee Rice available, huge. You think about him being kind of a gimmick player, bubble screen, reverse, something of that nature. But, he's much more than that. He can be a decoy. He can be a speedster. Hamlin all over him. That's a mugging. That's a felony. A misdemeanor. Kareem Hunt is back into the game, so it looks like it wasn't too bad. If it was a concussion, we wouldn't see him, so we'll see. Hunt's like, I need a fucking tutty. A lot of us thought it was picked. Like, how did Bishop not get that? Worthy again. Good tackle there. Second and goal at the Buffalo 3. Yeah. He had season-ending LCL surgery, so that was quite a few months back. So out for the year months ago. And McDermott threw the challenge flag. So they're trying to, let's say it was like a pick? Or so they're trying to say that it was a Buffalo interception. All right, stands as called, which, you're not going to, give it to Buffalo on that play, but it looks like initially he does have the football, but as he goes to the ground, it gets kind of wrestled away. I mean, initially it looked like it was intercepted when I first saw it. And then as you look at the angle, it looks like Bishop kind of has the football for the most part until it goes to the ground and Worthy tries to wrestle it away, and they have all four hands are on the football. So first and goal, Pacheco, 2-yard gain. After the incomplete pass there on first down to D-Hop. Third and goal at the 1. You know what to do. Yeah, but you have to think that they called it a catch on the field. So, there wasn't enough evidence to overturn and whatnot. So 50-50 plays. But again, it all depends on how the original play is called by the ref. Two-minute warning, third and goal on the Buffalo 1. Now, again, if Buffalo is going to end up going to a Super Bowl, whenever that is, they have to have a better defense. And they have to have a 1 seed, and they have to go through Buffalo. So every game is a home game for Josh Allen. When that day happens, then you're going to end up seeing, Josh Allen in the Super Bowl. But until that day comes, again, playing at Arrowhead, it's not going to be very difficult to be able to beat the Chiefs at home. See what kind of play call that they have going here on third down and goal at the Buffalo 1. Definitely wouldn't run it to the right side, with Taylor over there being the weak link. So if you are going to run it or do a tush push or hand it off, you're going to have to go to the left side. But we'll see what they decide to do here. You could run a reverse or a jet sweep, a little underhand throw from Mahomes to Kelsey. We'll see what they do. I mean, they got plenty of options here. Oh, absolutely they can. Again, when you have a team that's, well balanced, like the Chiefs and the Eagles, there's a reason why, I predicted and picked those two teams, because you have to have balance. Again, you go back and look at NFL history and all the teams that have made the Super Bowl. You're typically not going to have two bad teams on defense make it. Defense wins games, defense wins championships. I mean, offense looks great when you play against a shitty D, but, we get to really see how good a team is when they actually play someone that's got a really tough D and they find a way to grind it out and win. And if we get Eagles Chiefs, that's what it's going to be. It's no guarantee the Chiefs win, and there's no guarantee the Eagles win. Saquon Barkley and that offensive line is, the offense is better on the Eagles. Defense is great on both sides. That is a game that could be like the Niner game where it goes into overtime, or whoever wins, based on who has the football last, kicks a field goal to win the game, is very plausible. It could happen. So, I mean, obviously the Chiefs haven't made it yet, but don't be shocked when they win. Hell, if the Bills had Bruce Smith and Cornelius Bennett and had some of those OGs from back in the day, I feel a hell of a lot more confident of Buffalo pulling off an upset. But I can't, pick a team that doesn't have a D. Can't do it. Mahomes, run it. There you go. That's it. That's it right there, baby. The clone. You got to use your legs, and we haven't seen Allen use his legs yet. And again, we needed Jaden Daniels to use his legs. Obviously, we saw Jalen Hurts use his. Nice job by Mahomes. And you also have to look at, who are the coordinators, right? And who are calling plays. And Andy Reid and Spags are, better than anybody else, on that Buffalo side. So. Again, people, you can take what I say to heart or not. You can agree, you can disagree, but I'm not going to be wrong that often. Extra point is up and good. 21-10. Kansas City. And plus, this will end up being the better Super Bowl. Because again, it's either you're rooting for the Chiefs to three-peat, no one's ever done that, or you're rooting for the Eagles and Saquon Barkley to, be the team that knocks them off and for them to finally win after losing a couple years ago with Jalen. So, and again, both teams have a great defense. Eagles' offensive line is better than Kansas City's. So there's going to be a few things that the Eagles are better than Kansas City, but if it's going to be on neutral turf and it's not going to be in Kansas City or in Philadelphia, the Super Bowl, anything could happen. So I'm actually looking forward to the Super Bowl. And again, the Josh Allen, Buffalo Bill, Jaden Daniels, Washington Commander story is fun, especially if you don't like the Eagles or Chiefs. But again, until other teams that have defenses step up, the same shit is going to continue to happen. You got to have a good balance. You don't have a good balance, you're fucked. Well, Dennis Allen is a terrible head coach, but as far as defensive coordinator, we'll see. I think a lot of Saints fans, liked him at defensive coordinator, instead of getting promoted to head coach and whatnot. But we will see if that is a good fitting for Ben Johnson and the Bears. I think I hear Paisley at the door. She misses Daddy. Hold on, honey. Dad's coming. Sorry, I had to go get Paisley some dinner. Coleman, flag on the play. Pass interference, defense. Ty Johnson, 4 yards, 2nd down and 6 to the KC 45. Josh Allen, short right to Keon Coleman for 11 yards. First down, Bills. First down and 10 at the KC 34. And if you're Buffalo, you desperately need a touchdown, but you'll take a field goal to kind of cut into this lead to make it 21-13 or 21-17 would be the best. But we'll see if the Chiefs will allow that to happen. Defensively, Spags and that unit is pretty special. Johnson, short game. Timeout, KC, first down and 10 at the Chiefs 34 with 35 seconds to go. Allen incomplete. Carl Laftis in coverage, 2nd down and 10. We're at 7, 93 to go. Reflect with a 10er. Touchdown! Hollins from Josh Allen. That's exactly what they needed before halftime. Bang! Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, little Cactus Jack. Bang, bang. Thank you so much for your support. It means a lot. Long day today, 7 hours straight, so that'll definitely help. One-on-one, and Hollins coming up big. Flag on the play. Defensive pass interference declined. Great play by Mac right there. That's exactly what they needed. I see you, Mac. Pass, extra point is up, and good. Huge. Flag on the play. And they go for a 2-point conversion. Why? The hell are they doing? Just take the extra point. Teams get so greedy. I know you get it to 21-18, and that's 3, but the chances of converting a 2-point conversion in a first half is not very good. Better when you go into the second half. So, Josh in the building, I appreciate that very much, man. I worked very, very hard to, give you guys everything that I got. So, 2-point conversion stopped, and that was a dumb decision there by the Bills. You just take the extra point. Now you're down by fucking 5. Dumb. But I appreciate that very, very much. Good luck with your calculus homework. And again, I've been doing this for a long, long time. And again, we're getting down to the wire. We got this game, the Super Bowl. Natty's already done with. And I'm soaking it in as we speak. 21-16. And again, if this game ends up being decided by 1, 2, or 3, you're going to go back and look at that 2-point conversion decision. And that might be one of the reasons why Buffalo will be close, but ends up ultimately losing by 1, 2, 3, or 4 points. They went for it to go for 2 to make it 3 points if they converted. So that way that if they got lucky in the second half and got a stop, that they could end up getting a field goal and the game is tied. I see the strategy part, but a lot of times when you're chasing points that way, it just doesn't fucking work. Defenses are keened in on what you're going to more than likely run. And again, I just hate teams that chase points early. Again, if you want to do it with 2 minutes left in the third quarter or the fourth quarter, fine. But don't be chasing points and going for 2, just to think that, I'm going to get it. And then we're only going to be down by 3. But they never think, what happens if we don't get it? Now we're down by 5 instead of 4. Dummies. Yep. Josh is on it. Yeah, 2-point conversion works, but again, you have to be kind of calculated, when you run it. You have a better percentage of a 2-point conversion converting in the second half rather than the first half. Teams can do it, but it also depends on how good your offensive line is, how bad the defensive line is, and the defense is on the other side, and how creative a play caller you have. And, obviously all 11 guys have to be in at the same time, working together to make it work. 2-point conversions are not easy. Again, it's just one play, but just the fact that you're going for 2 is like a mental thing, where a lot of people think they're going to get it, but they typically don't. (21-16) Buffalo. And the thing is since you fucked yourself there by making it 21-16, you get a touchdown, right? It ends up being 23-21. And then all of a sudden the field goal, Chiefs have the lead. But if you would have took the point, 21-17, you score a touchdown, then it's 24-21, and you force them to kick a field goal to tie it up. You always want to make sure, and I feel that the teams that have good mathematicians in the building, they know when to go for it and when not to, because they look at the positive and the negative of every time you go for it and when you don't go for it. 2-point conversions, extra points. You have to calculate in your head, okay, this team gets 3, this team gets 7. How does it all play out? And you have to be good at math. And I think the teams that are good at math, they know when to go for it. And the teams that are not good at math, then you get dumb decisions like that. That really, again, and these games typically are pretty close. You never want to, limit it by chance. You want to make sure you find every opportunity to win the game. You don't want to give Kansas City any freebies. And you definitely don't want to fumble there. Halftime, 21-16 Chiefs. Good first half. But 21-17 would have been a hell of a lot better. And obviously, magic number would have been great. The best case scenario, 21-18, if they would have gotten the 2-point conversion, but they didn't. And now you're looking at a 5-point deficit instead of a 4-point, which doesn't seem like a big deal to some, but it really is. Good game. This guy's good. Best coach in the NFL right there. All right, I need to get some more water because I'm just mowing down on this water, and it's not healthy to have like an insane amount of energy drinks. You know, some people will drink one, some people will drink two, but I highly recommend not to drink 3 in a day. You drink 3 energy drinks in a day. Good luck. Not good. All right, let me get some water here. Be right back. What do you mean? You mean like actually show the footage on my channel of the actual wrestling matches, or are you asking if I actually do live streams for pay-per-views and PLEs? Because I actually do, the PLEs almost every month. At least I try to, as long as I don't have a conflicting like Mariner game or Oregon Duck game. But I try to do it every month. And then now with Raw being on Netflix, Peacock and NBC having a WWE Saturday night main event, and then SmackDown possibly on Friday, I might be able to do. I'm going to try to do Raw, SmackDown, and main event with a pay-per-view every month. So that could possibly be 3, 6, 9, 12, 13 wrestling wrestling streams in a month, which is kind of cool. But you can't really show the footage, because if you show the footage on anything, you can get copyright blocked, and you get 3 strikes, and your channel will disappear. So, I'm never going to be able to show the actual game, and anyone that does, runs a very high risk. And obviously it usually gets taken down. But we do watch parties, and then I'll throw up photos of the matches, of the wrestlers that are participating, and then usually based on donos or whatever we're talking about, we'll do, current photos of the roster, throwback photos, whether it be like DX or NWO or whatever we're talking about at the time. So, yeah, but I will be doing Royal Rumble next Saturday. But prior to that, we'll be doing Monday Night Raw tomorrow on the channel. So I'll be doing that. So, and then maybe it's SmackDown on Friday, and then obviously we have Royal Rumble on Saturday. Reflect, or anyone that has donated anything that you want to be able to see photo-wise, let me know. Let me know, Reflect. STL in the building. What's good, brother? Gained a couple subs, which is always good. 94 to go to hit 20,800. Not much, man. How are you? 17, 73 to go. Surprised I haven't crashed out yet. I literally got no break in between streams. And, I don't think people realize, when you end up calling a game, and I'm doing play-by-play and color, hence the two mics. I have to do the work of two people in every stream, as well as interact with you guys and whatnot. And it's like I always like to have at least a 30-minute or an hour break in between. But obviously no break in between these two games, and I'm okay. At this point, the game is exciting, so it's not like it's boring, and we're just waiting for the game to end, and it's a blowout. We already know who's going to the Super Bowl, so. Thank God, at least this one is good compared to the first. But, Commandos, played good in the first half, but, Eagles, what can you say? Saquon, he's something. But we got one half to go, and then I got a long walk with Paisley, some kind of dinner, which I haven't got a chance to eat any lunch or anything either. So I've been just grinding away. And hopefully we end up having an exciting finish. 10 for 13, 132 yards, one touchdown, no picks for Mahomes. Clean. 13 for 20, 150 yards, one touchdown, no picks for Allen. So pretty much the same type of stat line, very similar. Rushing yards, 85 yards, two touchdowns on the ground, one from Hunt, one from Mahomes for the Chiefs. And then you got one touchdown, 4 carries, 23 yards for James Cook. And again, James Cook needs to get the football more if the Bills are going to win this game, period. For me, hell, I would give Saquon Barkley NFL MVP and Offensive Player of the Year. I know that's not something that will happen, but, he single-handedly deserves both of those awards. But, typically NFL MVP is a quarterback award. Offensive Player of the Year is, more of like a running back typical award, wide receiver type of award, but, if anyone deserves NFL MVP, that's not a quarterback. It's definitely Saquon Barkley. We have not seen a season like this from a running back, with long rushing touchdowns. It's one thing to be able to get in the end zone 15 or 20 times, but to be able to get into the end zone with 50-yard, 60-yard, 70-yard, 80-yard rushing touchdowns, pretty special. Oh, Kelsey Plum got traded. I like her. Out of all the women ballers, obviously I'm a Sabrina guy. Caitlin Clark, respect her game as well. I like Kelsey Plum. As a lefty, went to the Huskies. I've always liked her game. First, the take on the first half, obviously there was that 50-50 ball, that could have went either way depending on how they called the play originally. If they would have, called it an interception or, they called it a completion for Kansas City, definitely, kind of swayed the momentum a little bit there. But I don't think it was really anything crazy like in some of the previous games on some of the questionable, penalties that were called that maybe shouldn't have. So again, you're going to get 50-50 calls like that. It's football. It happens. So, but overall, I think the game was officiated pretty good. Overall, you haven't seen any mistakes really out of Mahomes or Allen, but really the difference in the score is Mahomes getting a touchdown in the air and on the ground. And that's why they have this 21-16 lead. Chief defense is better than Buffalo's, but Buffalo is playing in spurts. They obviously are at a disadvantage being on the road. But again, I really feel if James Cook can take over the game and, they can actually kind of own the time of possession in the second half, that's when they could possibly win this game. But again, if they fade, James Cook and start to go with more passing, then that will be the end of the Buffalo Bills. So again, I did predict the Eagles and Chiefs to, go to the Super Bowl, and NFC teams and AFC teams in the championship at home don't lose. It is going to be a day where we do see a road team win. But again, if the Bills actually had a defense, I could feel more confident picking them, maybe doing the upset. But, if you don't have a complete team, I can't pick against the team that's won back-to-back Super Bowls that's trying for number 3. And plus, Eagles and Chiefs is going to be better than Eagles-Bills, in my opinion. But we will get the Bills in the Super Bowl one day, just like hopefully we get Lamar in the Super Bowl and Burrow in the Super Bowl one day. And then if you're really reaching, Justin Herbert, maybe one day, but, that might not happen, but a guy can dream. But, again, everything runs through Kansas City and right now with Philadelphia, and they're the most well-rounded team. And this is the way that it goes, Like if Detroit was in this position, to be able to win it all, they wouldn't because they don't have a defense. And again, you can get away with no defense in the regular season, but not in the playoffs. So, but I thought Kansas City didn't really have any self-inflicting wounds. They played pretty fucking clean. And, they had the one fumble that they lost by Mahomes, right? And then Allen had 2 fumbles and 2 recoveries there. So, you haven't really seen too many, bad plays. There's no picks by either team yet. So, we'll see where it goes. And the Chiefs, are very good on third down and very good at protecting the football like Philadelphia. And that's another reason why, again, sometimes you have to lean towards one team rather than the other, because I have to look at all factors, not just like, oh, I like this team or I don't like this team, or I like this player, I don't like this player. I have zero bias when it comes to picking, and I treat every single team as if they were my own, and I just have to break each team down, based on strengths and weaknesses. So history repeats itself, and I know this. And McDermott versus Andy Reid, it's no question who the better one is. Not that McDermott's a crappy coach, but he ain't fucking Andy Reid. Mahomes? There you go. First down, Chiefs. First snap of the third quarter, a good one there for Mahomes. Yeah, it definitely looked like Kelsey was holding on that play. I would agree. But again, there's holding on every play, and sometimes they call it, sometimes they don't. But it definitely looked like a hold to me too. Hunt. It's getting chippy out there. Second down and 7. And complete. Penalty for defensive pass interference there. First down, Chiefs. Mahomes, short right to Pacheco for 2 yards. Second down and 8 at the KC 45. Zay in the building. What's good, brother? Kareem Hunt for 4 yards. Milano and Johnson there with the stop. Third down and 4. What's good, Zay? How are you? And how did he fall down right there? Jesus. Mahomes, short right to Hollywood Brown, 15 yards, first down, Chiefs. Okay, Hollywood. Third down conversions, the number one team on third down, 3 for 4 so far. And they're going to continue that streak. 4 for 5 on third down. That's why KC is so good. You know, people want to talk about the refs and the outcome, but if you can be the best team on third down, kind of hard to win. You know, when you can just get first down after first down after first down, baby. Mahomes incomplete to Juju Smith-Schuster. Third down and 12. Good. I'm happy that you're able to hang out with us and watch the game, man. We missed you. Hopefully you're having a good day. And Hunt running into a wall of Buffalo Bills on that previous play from first down to second down, and then incomplete to Juju on the next play. Third down and 12 at the Buffalo 38, up by 5. And really the only mistake that I would say is Buffalo going for that 2-point conversion instead of taking that extra point. That might come back to bite them, especially if they end up losing by 1, 2, or 3. Mahomes sacked. 4-yard loss. It's 12 noon. You know what time it is? Time for a sack lunch. Yum, 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 yum. And you can't have Mahomes on his back too often. Otherwise, that's trouble for Kansas City. 4th down and 16 after the big sack lunch. Milano, baby. And like I told y'all, and that was on Mahomes 100%. You know, the offensive line did the job, you know, but Mahomes got a little too cute there, thinking that Milano wouldn't be able to reach him. And again, you know, you had plenty of time to throw that football away. That's not on the offensive line. That's on you, Patrick. That's on you, Mr. Mahomes. You got to get rid of that ball sooner. David in the building. What's good? Shit, I would be too, man. You know, again, your dreams are starting to come true, and even if the Chiefs end up winning this and the Eagles are underdogs, who cares? You got the best player in the NFL, Saquon Barkley. So offensive line, fantastic. You know, Jalen, AJ, Devontae Smith, Goddard, an amazing defense. 2 fucking draft picks with, you know, Cooper DeJean. And, I mean, everything is just going fly, Eagles, fly, man. I see you. I'd be excited too. And you actually have a legitimate shot to beat Kansas City. Like, you're the actual only team that can do it. Out of all the teams in the NFL at this point, you are going to be the only team, because if Detroit would have ended up making the Super Bowl, they have no chance. Not against a team that has a good defense. So you guys are very evenly matched, very equal. The Eagles got a better offensive line. So there's a couple position groups that favor the Eagles, but you know, we'll see what happens. It should be a very, very good one if the Chiefs end up winning this game. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Right? And you want to be able to revenge that last loss and try to get a dub. You know, prevent the three-peat and start the legacy, right? We just got to get you into the dub column. I mean, you've got, you've had Ron Jaworski, you know, Randall Cunningham, Donovan McNabb, and now you got Jalen Hurts. And yeah, I mean, I think when it's all said and done, you know, again, there's going to be a lot of love for Jaws, a lot of love for Randall Cunningham, and a lot of love for McNabb. But when it's all said and done, yeah, Hurts is definitely going to be the best quarterback in franchise history, and it won't even be a debate when his career is over, assuming that they'll end up winning at least 1 or 2 Super Bowls in his tenure. So, and Philadelphia is definitely good enough to win it this year, 100%. They got a better running back, better offensive line, but again, defenses are very good on both sides. But player for player, if I had to choose a defense, I think the Eagles is slightly better. I think the Chiefs defense is awesome, but I think player for player, I think Eagles is slightly better, you know, but again, both are good enough to win the game for their team. Yeah, but also too, Commanders played the Bucks. We don't really have a healthy defense, and they played the Lions. No defense. So if you end up playing teams that have an injured defense or no defense, any fucking quarterback, even a rookie, can look like a top 3 quarterback in the league. But then when you end up having a real test against a team that's got a good scheme, Vic Fangio, a good elite defense, then you end up not being able to run for those additional first downs. You're not able to get those additional third down conversions where you were able to do that against Detroit. You were not able to do that against Philadelphia, and that's why there was no way in hell I was picking the Commanders. Again, I know it's a feel-good story for the Commanders and Bills, but that's just people that are hating on the Eagles and Chiefs and that just don't like those teams. I don't look at it like that. I just look at who are the best teams, regardless on who they are and what their fan bases are like. I just give you the straight facts. So, but James Cook definitely needs to take over this game if they have any chance of winning. Yep, true. Allen, Cook. There we go. Look at that stiff arm. That's exactly what you fucking need. You need him to play like Saquon. He does. The Bills can win. But the thing is that are they going to fade him in the fourth quarter, or are you going to use him as a bell cow? If you use him as a bell cow, you've always lost because you always had RB2s and RB3s. Now you actually got a top 5, top 10 running back. Fucking use him. Let the offensive line do their job. I mean, they got the Chiefs defense on their heels a little bit here, but also timely blitzes can end a run. So again, and you have to make sure you wrap up. 6 rushes for 61 yards. He's got a 10-yard per carry average. That is not acceptable if you're Kansas City Chiefs, a fan, or Spags. Cook again. But at least the Bills finally learned after like fucking 10 years that they're not going to be able to, get past the Chiefs or any good team without a very good running back. Like, they were just so cheap and stupid. Like, like 3 RB2s or 2 RB2s and an RB3. And like, oh, this is good enough. Fuck no, it's not. But it's cool to be able to see that they actually got like a real one. Like, James Cook is a boss. Like, I would definitely take him on Tampa if there was an opportunity. He's awesome. But not to say that Pacheco and Hunt aren't awesome on the other side. They got 2 pretty good ones on that side. Maybe not as good as James Cook overall, but Pacheco is close when he's healthy, and Kareem Hunt is a great RB2. Halfback toss. Good defense there. And on 3rd down and 3, Josh Allen, 2-yard gain. 4th down and 1 on the KC 33. What will you call? I'm glad that this game isn't a blowout, but I don't think anyone anticipated it being a blowout. These two teams are so familiar with themselves and each other that every game ends up being uber close. I mean, if you're the Buffalo Bills in this situation and you're 4th down and 1, you fucking go for it. And you use Josh Allen and use his legs, and you just got to make sure that you go behind your best blocker up front and tush push. 3-yard gain, 1st down, Buffalo. Move the chains. Yeah, you can't not go for it. Kicking a field goal is not going to win the game here in the 3rd and 4th quarter. You need, especially when you got a guy like Josh Allen who can do it with his legs and his arm. He can stiff arm, he can hurdle, he can spin move. Use him. And this is kind of risky doing shotgun set for Josh Allen on the 4th down and 1, but they said, fuck it. We should have done a tush push, but, whatever. Ty Johnson, 8-yard gain, 2nd down and 2 on the KC 22. They're getting a field goal on this drive minimum, but like Odin said, it feels like the touchdown is coming. But it all depends on, one-on-one, with the secondary, if they see an opening for Amari Cooper, Keon Coleman, or his favorite target, Khalil Shakir. We haven't seen the tight ends being utilized yet, so don't sleep on those guys. They might be able to go to a Dawson Knox or someone that you think that's no way in hell is getting the ball now. That could be the surprise person too. Allen, 13 yards, 2nd down and 2 to 1st and goal at the 9. They're about to score here. Momentum is a motherfucker, Uncle Mo. There's a reason why I made that catchphrase, a real thing. You'll be hearing people on NFL Network and other shows talking about Uncle Mo on the regular. Great fake right there. And Josh Allen got that big body like Cam Newton. Tough to bring down. Josh Allen to Dawson Knox. Just like I said, my ESP is fucking on point. Like, we haven't talked about Dawson Knox once this game, but I feel like my brain is locked into like an OC. Like, I literally think I could do it. Like I could be the guy that helps people, get the guys in the right position to win. I'm a stat guy. I'm an analytic guy, but I know advantages when I see them. And I wish I would say I'm surprised, but I mean, if I was an OC, like I said, I tell you where I would go. And again, you want to go to guys that they don't think are going to get the ball. And that's what happens when you watch an insane amount of fucking film on a team, and you read and you do the vlogs and the blogs and you're all over it. Allen, no gain, 4th and goal at the KC1. And then right here, this is where you do a tush push and you just fucking say, Josh Allen, go! And then you get in the end zone. You can go with James Cook and he could get in too, but it just depends on what you're more confident in right now. Josh Allen under center, tush push, or James Cook, I'm going to run the fuck over you. Let's see what they do. But I definitely wouldn't be kicking a field goal right here. Fuck no. You already fucked yourself by going for that 2-point conversion. And if you don't get the conversion on 4th down, you can turn the ball over. You still have a chance for a turnover or a safety, them being on the 1. So it's like a good punt. But again, if the Bills want to win, touchdowns are going to get it done. But I think, based on the way that they've been playing Josh Allen, I would go James Cook. And I would run towards the left side and he would get in. That's what I would do. But if you don't get that play call, then, we'll see. And look at that. My ESP, I'm fucking on it, man. Touchdown, Bills. James Cook. Put me in, coach. I can OC. I'm a good fucking play caller. I mean, how many times do I fucking say something and it fucking happens? I mean, there's a reason. This isn't by just fucking luck. Wow. Telling y'all, your boy knows football. A lot of people watch football, but again, some people see it differently. It's like I'm almost thinking 3 plays ahead of everyone else. Some people are thinking, checkers. I'm all about chess, baby. Put me in the game, coach. No, I wouldn't be an OC, but I'm a damn good play caller. I mean, how do you think I get so much right? It's just a matter of if the OC thinks like me. And if the OC thinks like me, then they're going to, that is, because again, you don't want to be so obvious, especially in a rivalry game like this, and they're going for 2 again. Why? Take the 1. Take the 1. Stop going for 2. You're chasing points and you're not going to get it. 2-point conversion. Allen, nope, you're not getting it. Fuck no. Idiot. Seriously, I think I could coach better than a lot of these fucking teams, with their head coaches. Like, what are you doing? You already failed at it once. Like, you're going to get it again? You think you're that good? Shit, I'm worried about you guys there in Nolens. You guys better not hire Mike McCarthy, the former Cowboy coach, or no Saint fan will be a fan ever again. They'll just stop watching. 22-21 Buffalo. And think about all those missed opportunities. And if Buffalo loses by 1, 2, or 3, you're going to think about all these chances that they have just to play the game the right way and win. But you got too greedy. You got too cute, right? And you got a 1-point lead now, right? But we'll see how the game progresses in the 4th quarter. Fucking brown bag days, yeah. And even though I'm a Bucs fan, I'm not a fucking hater. I want to see the Saints be good. I want to see the Falcons be good. I want to see the Panthers be good. I want the NFC South to be fucking respected. I'm built different. I'm not like everybody else, defensive-minded, already different right there because most fans are 95% offensive minded. So I always kind of see the game a little bit differently. But that was a good play call there by the Buffalo Bills. Give them credit. You know what you have. You use the pieces that you know where to go, and they probably should have went to the left side for James Cook. He had to, they make it extra difficult, and he had to got that little reach over to get it done, but they got it done. 22-21, Buffalo. All right, Casey, your turn to respond. Wouldn't it surprise me if they do? I think a lot of Saints fans are, and LSU fans are, that particular way. But again, I feel like there's a lot of people that stream games, and they can call the play that they see it. But what about calling plays or where the ball is going to go before? You're not going to see a lot of people be correct, on that level. But again, it also depends on what the OC calls on TV. And I have no control over that. But I know where I would go, and it just seems like a lot of times they have the same type of idea. Use your weapons. And then when it gets later in the game, make sure you're going to like that option that they think that will not, get the ball. Like we haven't heard Dawson Knox's name all day. I call that he might get the ball. Boom. Like a play later, he gets the fucking ball the first time. Like, that's not by coincidence. Again, it's all about strategy. And you can definitely tell there's some intelligent people that are in the NFL and college football. But again, it all depends on when and how and if you execute the play. 22-21, Buffalo. I mean, that's why, like me as a YouTuber, I feel I could go on NFL Network or Pat McAfee and I could argue with anybody on there and not feel out of place. I've done my research. It's like, Kobe Bryant, passed away, with DG. It's been like 5 years. I was on stream when he passed away. And they said, it's one thing to be confident and there's a thing to be cocky. But if you put in so much work, you're not going to fail because you put in the work. And if you feel uneasy that you're going to fail at something, that means that you didn't put enough work in. So that's why you feel nervous and uneasy. But if you feel confident, that means that you put in the right time and energy and effort and work. And, I look up to Kobe a lot. Rest in peace, Kobe. And I love work ethic. And, Kobe definitely changed the game, on and off the court. I love people that are hard workers. Shout out to Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace. In basketball heaven with Gigi. 22-21, Buffalo. Penalty on a false start, 3rd down and 15. KC going in the wrong direction. Mahomes, you're not going in the right direction, bud. Facts. Again, in the Shaq, Allen Iverson, Kobe Bryant era, after that, then it's downhill in the shitter for the last 20, 25 years. Like last 20 some years, it's been, like at some point in the 2000s, the NBA died. Mahomes passing complete to Hollywood Brown, 4th down and 15. And again, in the game with the Chiefs, you have to get the ball to Travis Kelce. You haven't got the ball to him at all. You got these Justin Watsons and Noah Grays, but they haven't got the ball either, right? It's been very heavy Pacheco, heavy Hunt, a little Juju, a little Hollywood Brown, a lot of Xavier Worthy, but you can't forget about your first ballot Hall of Famer, Travis Kelce. Now, you've got to get him the ball. You want to win this game? You can do it in dramatic fashion and have them get a touchdown in the 4th quarter, but they need to start feeding them the ball here in the 3rd. But they're not able to do so, and incomplete. Chiefs with a punt, and Buffalo has another chance now to expand the lead. And just imagine if Buffalo just played it smart right? It's like instead of having to go for 2 and go for 2, you'd be in a much better position right now. You'd be at 24-21 with the ball. You score a touchdown, you're up 31-21. Maybe the game is fucking over at that point. Like, we know it wouldn't be over because the Chiefs would always find a way to come back even. But think about it. If the Chiefs were down by 10 in the fourth, then it would be like, oh, fuck. Like, this might be the year, So, again, it's like you have to make sure. I feel like the best teams have the best mathematicians that can see things in their head faster than everyone else, You always have to think of every scenario, but imagine 24-21, boom, they score, 31-21, fourth quarter, Bills are ahead. Yeah, the Chiefs could come back, but when's the last time that we've seen the Chiefs down by 10 in the fourth? It's been a while. That might be just enough to beat them. That's why it's so important for this team to get a fucking defense. Oh yeah. Yeah, so I live in here in Oregon. All right, so I've been doing the channel for 13 years. I've been on YouTube for 9, recorded on Facebook and other platforms for like the first 4 years. Started watching, sports and wrestling when I was 4 years old, so around 1985. And wrestling, NBA, NFL, NHL, MLB, all that. And then as far as my teams, obviously we got, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You can see with the gear that I got on, I got the throwback Derek Brooks. And then obviously the Oregon Ducks, living here in Oregon, my number 1 team. Seattle Mariners, met Ken Griffey Jr. when I was 7. Met his dad as well, got an autograph. I've had very good luck going to ballparks, getting game used memorabilia. Kike Hernandez, Julio Rodriguez, rookie ball, Aaron Judge ball when he ended up having the 62 home runs. So, and then Kraken, Blazers. Did I miss anything? Obviously, I love NASCAR, Chase Elliott. So I do everything. And I've been, following wrestling, from back in the day. Love NWO. New World Order. For Life, brother. Oh, yeah. Big Macho Man guy. Big Seth Rollins guy. Big Kenny Omega guy. Young Bucks. Ospreay. I don't know. I mean, Legion of Doom. The Road Warriors. I mean, I can go on and on and on of, RVD, ECW, Sabu. I mean, pretty much anything and everything sports and wrestling related. I'm probably, right up there with, a lot of the hardcore people. So, I think 15 years is when the NBA died. You might be right. So you're thinking like right around the last part when Kobe. So you're talking about maybe around 2010. And then from then to where we're at now, it seems about right. I think you're right. I enjoyed Kobe 8 and Kobe 24. I enjoyed both. And the funny thing is, I hated him for years because I'm a Blazer fan. He always would kill us, and he would kill everybody. Just every night, 50 points, 40 points, But then you get to a point where you start to respect instead of hate. And I grew as a person, and then he ended up being one of those people that I was like, God, I love this guy. And then when he's off the field, being a girl dad and being a good influence for female sports and being such a hard worker, I started to respect the Kobe Bryant, the man, not just Kobe Bryant, the player. And to me, Kobe is at as far as people that I look up to and admire, Kobe's at the very, very top. I mean, I'm a big Ken Griffey Jr. guy, love Cal Raleigh, love Julio, George Kirby and, everyone that we got, Brian Wu and all the whole pitching staff and whatnot, Mariners, but shout out to Ichiro. That's my boy. Edgar Martinez, all the GOATs. But Kobe is definitely up there for me. Oh, nice. Yeah, MLB is awesome. Even though we're the only team that's never been to a World Series, the Seattle Mariners, we got some of the greatest players to ever put on the cleats. Ken Griffey Jr., Randy Johnson, Edgar Martinez. I mean, Ichiro. I mean, it's, I don't like Alex Rodriguez, but he was a part of the team, even though he's kind of a douchebag. He's the only one I won't claim. And then we've had a lot of people that have turned into all-stars after they left the Mariners, like Adam Jones. That hurt, but, it is what it is. But I know one day the Mariners are going to go to a World Series, and they may not win the first time they get there, but I hope that they win a World Series before I die, and the Ducks get a natty before I die. Then I can die a fucking happy man. 2nd and 1 turns into 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1 turns into 4th and 1. Allen up the middle for no gain, and it's 4th and 1 at the Buffalo 48. Yeah, but we do pretty much, 99% of the, Duck games. We try to do every single one. Missed only one the first game this year just because of scheduling. And then I try to do about 150 out of the 162 Mariner games. So when it's baseball season, I do Mariners pretty much every day. So, Allen. And we're in the fourth quarter, 4th and 1, 22-21. Great game. And again, even with Buffalo and no defense, they have a chance to go to the Super Bowl. So just imagine if they actually had a fucking defense or a better O-line. Like, just these little minor things. The Chiefs are more well-rounded, but it's like Buffalo is trying to be able to, go to the Super Bowl with an incomplete team. And it's really hard to do that. But if you do, it shows you how good Josh Allen and James Cook really are. But at some point, someone is going to have to step up. This is going to be a good finish here. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. Help us get to, I don't know, what are we trying to get to, 30? 5 likes to 30. Let's get there. If you're in the room and haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. 5 more to get to 30. Let's get there, baby. We've been streaming almost 6 hours straight. Every like, sub, dono, share will be greatly appreciated. AFC Championship game. We got 1 quarter and then the fucking Super Bowl, and then the season is over. Soak it in. It's been a fun year. And thank you to every single person that has watched and liked and subbed and donated any type of support this way, whether it be a football stream, a college football stream, an NBA stream, a college hoop stream, a hockey stream in the NHL, a NASCAR stream, WWE. Appreciate you. And then tomorrow we'll be doing Monday Night Raw on Netflix, so that'll be tomorrow. Come hang out with your boy. Tomorrow, baby. Monday Night Raw. Let's go. From Boston. Awesome. And I would too as well. I agree. I would go for it. But the question is, as you as a play caller, who do you go? You go Josh Allen or do you go James Cook? And that's how you end up making the difference. It's like, can both of them get the first down? Of course. But depending on who you choose might determine if you get it or if you don't get it. That's why, play calling and situational football, like I feel like I'm one of the best, at it, on YouTube. I don't think that, and just in general, regardless if it's YouTube or people on TV or podcasts, like I know how much work I put in. I don't watch other channels to get their input and tell you how they feel. Everything is 100% me. Like no spying on other channels, no watching any other channels, just straight up, going to NFL.com and going to these teams' websites and watching them. Period. 4th and 1. Allen up the middle for 2 yards. First down. Bills. There you go. Good decision there. Ready to bring that electricity. Cook not out there. I wonder why. But that was on the previous play. Uh-oh, Chris Jones injured. Fuck! Fumble. But oh my. Oh, Chris Jones, be okay. There's a lot of people in that pile. And just imagine if you're a Bills fan or a Chiefs fan. If you're feeling this way, like a lot of us, when the games are close, and Josh Allen has been so close so many years, but wow, unbelievable. We haven't really heard him make an impact. And if you're, supposed to be the best D tackle in the game or nose tackle, we need you to make plays in big games, not disappear. And again, just like Jared Verse was able to kind of show impose his will, Chris Jones, I need to see you make a big play to have to win the fucking game for your team. You get paid the big bucks. You're the guy. Let me see it. I don't like seeing guys disappear in big games. I want to see, the guys that are recognized as the best in the league or top 2, top 3. I need you to come up in the biggest moment. I don't think that's too much to ask when you're getting the big moments money, and the respect and the attention, right? Chris Jones has been quiet today. I need to wake up. Steve Spagnuolo, look at that. Only coordinator in NFL history to win. Oh. Second down and 8. Little screen pass. Fakir. Got about half the yardage there. Fourth and 1. Josh Allen, no gain. Turnover? Oh my God! Did he get it? Did he not get it? Oh my! You see how many plays are fucking 4th and 1, 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1. That's why it's so important to have a good O-line and D-line, is it really does make the difference when the game is a matter of inches. Sometimes just getting an additional first down might be the difference in winning the game. Forward progress looked like he got it, but we'll see what it's being reviewed here. And then people always get confused whenever people watch football. Is it the front of the line or the back of the line? Not only for first downs, but the end zone. And I think people get confused. How far does the football have to touch when you see the line? Does it have to get to the front of the line? Does it have to touch the line? Or does it have to get past the back part of the line? And I feel that, a lot of times it'll be based off spots as well. We'll see what these refs do. Based off the initial push, from what I saw, and I didn't see the best camera angle, it looked like he got it and then got pushed back, and whatnot. But the initial surge, and then obviously getting, bear hugged and pushed back, but it looked like I think he got enough, but who knows if they're going to give it to him or not. No, I do. I do. And we've seen people that are my age, like Odin and Sarah as well. We've seen the internet, and the video game industry, grow right in front of our very eyes. And we're the last generation that were pre-internet and post-internet. And to be able to see how the games were played with the physicality in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and then the current style of ball that we have now. I feel that this particular generation has seen it all. And I feel like, we're the most well-rounded because we can relate to the TikTok crowd, even though that might not be our thing, but we can still relate with some things in that younger generation, 20, 30 years old. But then also we can understand the old school ways of people that are older than us, that are, 50, 60, 70, 80, and again, we have a good grasp. And I think that's why if you get people like me and Odin and Sarah, I think we kind of vibe with everyone because we kind of have an understanding on how it was before video games and internet, Atari 2600, and then now, how video games, internet, and sports has evolved. Same thing as wrestling, We're very well-rounded, this particular generation. We will see if the well-roundedness will apply to the referees and if we'll get a first down or a turnover on down. AFC Championship, this is a big call. And I assume that it'll be Chiefs with the stop based on how they called it on the field, if I were to take a guess. You have to understand, too, NFL is about money, Never having a team that has three-peated ever or a chance to. It's definitely a money grab, Not that Buffalo and Philadelphia wouldn't be a good Super Bowl. It fucking would be. Not enough evidence for them to overturn it. So it all depends on how the call is initially called. Is it called an interception? Is it called a reception? The initial call dictates everything. Because then if it ends up being 50-50, but it looks like it's the wrong call, if you call it a particular way, and then they can just kind of bullshit it and say, well, we didn't have enough evidence, even though they did, but they had the original call that they can fall back on. And that's why refs do it like that. So that way, if they end up finding out that they were wrong, the original call will favor the way that they want to go. But, that one was close. It could have been either way. 50-50 call. Mahomes, first down and 10. And again, it's like if the Bills are going to get to the Super Bowl and win, I want to have a great defense paired up with Josh Allen. So that way they actually have a chance to win it, not get embarrassed. Second down and 3. Shotgun set. Mahomes. Juju Smith-Schuster. And that's the thing about Kansas City. You don't turn the football over, right? You're the best third down team. You got the best coach in the NFL. So a lot of times people are sick and tired of, the Taylor Swift, or they're sick and tired of the Chiefs being the new New England Patriots. But they are so efficient and well coached that you got the best coach. You don't fucking turn over the football. You're awesome on third down. These are the reasons why the Chiefs are not losing games late where other teams would, because they wouldn't be as good on third down. They wouldn't have Andy Reid. They wouldn't be able to have a quarterback comfortable like Mahomes. There's reasons why, that this team is as good as they are. And again, if it was just a couple flaws, the Chiefs wouldn't be as good as they are. Another team would take over or would have taken over already, whether it be the Bengals or the Bills or the Ravens, right? But again, it's those little pieces of attention to detail that make this team, great, whether people, want to recognize it or not. It's all those extra things. Because again, if they were more turnover prone, shooting themselves in the foot with false starts, offensive line was shitty. Again, a lot of these mistakes that we normally see other teams make on the regular, you just don't see Kansas City make them often. It happens, but not often. Very smart and disciplined team. One of the smartest and one of the most disciplined in the NFL. You have to be, if you're trying for a three-peat, obviously. And you've won it in many different ways, with Tyreek, without Tyreek, with Bieniemy, without Bieniemy. Offense was the strong suit. Now it's the weakness. This is a very special team. Like, this is not, I mean, I know a lot of us are sick and tired of the same teams over and over and over in any sport, but this is one championship run that has never been done this way before. Touchdown, Patrick Mahomes. I mean, you're witnessing greatness, And again, we saw it with Tom Brady. We thought the only guy that was going to be able to do it is Mahomes. And now when he's on the cusp of like getting into that, Tom Brady, Joe Montana, Peyton Manning, again, he's trying to go for the number 2 spot, behind Brady. Essentially number 1 if he can, but obviously trying to be able to win, 7, 8 Super Bowls, especially if you can't keep this big 5 together. Mahomes, Kelsey, Andy Reid, Spags, Chris Jones. At some point, someone is going to end up, either retiring, maybe Travis Kelsey, or going somewhere else. But while we have this team, it's special. 2-point conversion, but we are in the fourth quarter, so it can work, and it probably will. Better fourth down 2-point conversion attempt team than most. Mahomes, pump fake, floater, and it's good. God, they're good. That is just, I mean, you can't hate on efficiency. But again, if they didn't have Andy Reid, they wouldn't be this good. It's all about the coaching staff making this team have so much goddamn discipline. It's, it's like after when we were in the time where Brady was winning, we were just sick and tired of it. And then after he went to the Bucs and then did his thing, we kind of looked back on his career and like, wow, how special and crazy was that? Yeah, there was Spygate, Deflategate, and every fucking gate you can think of. And the first 3 Super Bowls were only won by 3 points. Rams, 2001, Bucs won against the Raiders in a blowout. Then in 03 against the Panthers by 3. And then in 04 with Donovan McNabb and T.O. by 3. So what kind of cheating might have been going on back then for them to only win by 3 in each game, right? In 4 years, they won Super Bowls by 3, 3, and 3. But then it got a little bit different as Brady got more mature and got better and had different weapons. But this Kansas City team, again, I've said it before and I'll say it again. If you're good enough, long enough, you will be able to turn into, the villain. And again, it's like, Kansas City fans never thought it was going to be like this, but now you're in the thick of it. But again, you have a chance to be able to, make something happen that we've never seen happen. Even Tom Brady was not able to repeat. So 29-22 Chiefs. Life isn't fair. Life isn't fair. I mean, if it was me, I would love for this team to have their Super Bowls, but hey, I want Josh Allen to have one. I want Lamar to have one. I want Burrow to have one. Like, that's just me. I want to see as many elite quarterbacks at least get some recognition before they go into retirement and then turn into like Dan Marino, where we're like, we love the guy, but never won. We want to have the John Elway story where, yeah, you might have lost the first 3, but then you won the last 2. Whatever. Like, I just want to be able to see our top guys be able to get it. Like Eli and Big Ben got it, but, Phillip Rivers didn't get it. But there was a point where he was good enough to get one, but just, bad ownership, not having the right players, even though they had some special ones. I want to see greatness happen, but 29-22, remember the 2-point conversions. Imagine if it's 29-24, you end up getting a touchdown, mathematics. We'll see. Allen short left, James Cook. 2nd down and 1 at the Buffalo 39. Offensive line definitely has to step up here to keep pace. James Cook, baby. Short right, 23 yards, first down and 10. They're driving, baby. And like I said, James Cook has to be the guy to get them to the promised land. Or even if they end up losing, it's got to be a healthy dose of Allen and Cook. $17. Three more to 20. 73 to hundo. Sounds good. Talk soon. Allen. And there's the James Cook. Big play. I see you. Second down and 8 on the KC 36. Josh Allen, short right to Ty Johnson. No gain. Third down and 8. You got to be very strategic here. I think if it was a little bit shorter yardage, going to a tight end could be a good option, but I don't know if I would want to go third down and 8 to like Dawson Knox in this situation. I mean, the game is on the line. Do I really want it's like that could be the right type of player, but can you trust a player, like that? And you would probably want to go to one of the guys you trust more, like a Hollins, but we'll see. Khalil Shakir. I mean, they got some other guys that can make these plays. Oh my, Allen Hollins, 32 yards, second and goal at the KC4. Oh my God. Holy cow. Okay. Everyone talks about Amari Cooper. Everyone talks about Khalil Shakir. Everyone talks about Keon Coleman or Dawson Knox or anybody, all of the above. But Mac Hollins, wow. Nice job. Allen. No gain. Second and goal. Unbelievable. Holy fuck. That's what they needed, though. It's like the offense has never been the problem for Buffalo. I mean, Allen is the MVP unless it's Lamar, right? It's been the defense. Josh Allen, incomplete. Short right, third and goal. Why are you not going to James Cook? What the fuck are you doing? I mean, fuck, the way that the game has been going so far, that would be, not something that would be a crazy thing to say. Yeah, but they've already gone for it twice, on 2-point conversion, and it just so happens the Chiefs are like, it's our time to go for it. And then of course they get it, and then the Bills don't. Timeout, KC on third and goal. Yeah, but there's still 6 minutes left. Anything could happen in 6 minutes. And obviously, that was a good decision to throw that away. Third and goal. Josh Allen, short right to Keon Coleman, incomplete, 4th and goal. Why are they not going to James Cook, you dummies? I've already laid out the path on how to fucking win this game. Christ. How do you go the whole drive when you're that close and you don't give the guy who's a top 5, top 10 running back in the league the goddamn ball? Jesus Christ. I mean, do you want to go to the Super Bowl? And these play calls, are either going to make you or break you. Fuck. Unbelievable. Terrible set of play calls, and sometimes that's all it takes is 3 bad play calls in a row, and then they don't execute it, and then you're fucked. Unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, for me, like I said, I just like to be able to watch good football. I don't really have a narrative, Chiefs or Bills. I like both of these teams. I like watching what I watch, but I can also understand the flip side, where people are getting sick and tired of the same teams, but that is applied to any sport, No one wants to see the same shit over and over and over again. Josh Allen, Curtis Samuel, 4 yards, touchdown Bills. Ooh, maybe. And after the big drop by Curtis Samuel, he ends up being the unsung hero. Wow. And just think if the Bills would have took the extra points, how the the strategy would be different for Kansas City. Unbelievable. How did he get that open? What a play. And again, like I said, with no defense, this team has been on the cusp for years and years and years. I mean, just imagine if they had a defense. They would have won this game 100%. So, I mean, we'll see if they can find a way to win or if Kansas City, gets it done. But Josh Allen showing you, hey, Saquon, Josh Allen, these are the 2 best players in the NFL right now. But Patrick Mahomes, you never get bet against Patrick Mahomes unless it's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let me tell you. Kick is up and good. We're tied up. Could have a 2-point lead. And even though it didn't seem like a big deal at the time, 31-29 is huge. I mean, just the simple fact that they ended up, going for those things would ultimately tell me that more than likely they're going to lose because of it. Strategy has changed, and obviously it all depends if, they can play clean here. If they have the big turnover, then someone's going to be celebrating, but we'll see. Will it be Travis? Will it be Pat? We will find out. Oh, man. 7 hours straight, huh? Like, sub, donate, comment, share, help your boy out. What a game. AFC Championship game. Buffalo Bills, the Kansas City Chiefs, 6:15 left, and a ticket to the Super Bowl. Who's it going to be? Patrick Mahomes? Or will it be Josh Allen? Oh, let's go. First down and 10 at the KC 32, 6:15 left. All right, show me something. Let's go. Oh my. Short right to Hunt. Face mask. Oh my. Oh my. Huge. Huge. Hey, face mask this late in the game. Oh my. First down and 10 at the Buffalo 47. That's not what you want to see if you're a Buffalo fan, but you kind of know it's coming at some point. Short right to Travis Kelce, 11 yards. First down, Chiefs. I told y'all, eventually, you got to get this guy the ball. And if he ends up getting a touchdown on this drive, that could end up sealing the deal. And it also depends on how much time you have left if you're Buffalo. You know, like you got timeouts, but like what kind of strategy do you want to play here late in the game? How much time does Josh Allen need to score to tie the game up if KC gets a score? A little bit of confusion on Buffalo's defense. Graham Hunt, 3-yard gain. Milano in for the tackle, and Bernard, second down and 7 at the Buffalo 33. Kept them afloat when Pacheco was injured earlier in the year. What a game. What a rivalry, regardless of, who wins. But Chiefs are on a different level. Even though the score is tied, I get it. But let's see if the execution plays true. Mahomes, Xavier Worthy, 23 yards. First down, Chiefs. Oh, my. Oh, my. First and goal at the Buffalo 10. 4:35 to go. What do you do? Now you're in the perfect spot to get Travis Kelce the touchdown. Even if they know it's coming, doesn't matter. That's what good players do if the football is there. What a move. Threading that needle. That was a fantastic throw by Patrick Mahomes and a fantastic catch by Xavier Worthy from Texas, the Longhorns. He's got the speed. He's got the hands. He's already in full stride. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Easy breezy cover girl. Okay. Uh-oh. 12 noon, you know what time it is? Time for a sack lunch. Yum, 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 yum. Mahomes sacked. Awesome. 7. Fuck. Second and goal. Great job by Buffalo. Whoa. Now it's third and goal at the Buffalo 17. Wow. Holy moly. Incomplete to Xavier Worthy. Third and goal. Uh-oh. Mahomes pass incomplete, fourth and goal. Now there's 3:42 left. If you go field goal, right, then obviously Buffalo getting a field goal or touchdown. I mean, this is where it gets dicey here. mean, based on not getting a touchdown on this drive, is, that's detrimental, because now the Chiefs are actually at a position where they can lose now, and we haven't really been able to say that too many times, and especially in the playoffs, this is, and it's not like he only has a minute or 2 minutes. He's got 3 minutes. So, I mean, it doesn't have to be rushed. So we'll see if we get a tying field goal and we go to overtime, or if Josh Allen makes history today. Exciting, nerve-wracking. And the Butker kick is good, 32-29, Kansas City. You gave him an extra timeout just for the fuck of it? Yeah. No, I know. And then imagine if the score right now is 32-31. You kick the 2 extra points, and then all you need is a field goal to win, not a field goal to tie. They weren't thinking about this scenario when they decided to get greedy, right? But again, sometimes just trusting the process, and doing the right thing at the right time can put you in a better position to win the game. So this is going to come down to, Josh Allen and James Cook, or the Chief defense. And whoever is best is going to win. Bottom line, whoever imposes their will and makes the most plays is going to win. The strong suit for the Bills and the strong suit for the Chiefs. So here we go. Who's for real and who's going to, get a ticket to the Super Bowl? The Buffalo Bills or the Kansas City Chiefs? Awesome. Johnson, loss of a yard, 2nd down and 11. That's not the start that you wanted if you're Buffalo. Allen scrambles right for 13 yards. First down, Bills. For the chains. First down and 10 at the Buffalo 42. Wow, this game is something, huh? Allen, incomplete short middle to Khalil Shakir, 2nd down and 10. Man, what a game, what a game. Allen, incomplete to Khalil Shakir. 2nd down and 10 at the Buffalo 42. Incomplete to Curtis Samuel from Josh Allen. 3rd down and 10. Uh-oh. I know a lot of fans are just like, please, God, get a touchdown. But sometimes you don't want to get greedy. Sometimes it's like, let's tie the game up and go that route. Every game has an ebb and flow to it. Of course, everyone would want to, touchdown, we win. But, again, when this has been a tough thing to overcome, sometimes you got to do it the hard way, and things just don't come easy. They might not feel comfortable with the matchup from the DB. Allen, short right to Amari Cooper, 5 yards, but got 4th down and 5 at the Buffalo 47. Obviously going for it, down by 3. 2-minute warning. Oh my. This could be the game right here. You Chiefs get a big stop. Hey, they won. No referees, even though they're going to be talking about the 2 plays, because obviously everything is magnified every time that these fucking guys play, right? But again, referees, 50-50 balls, it all depends on how the original play is called. So it's not like we saw any unnecessary flags or late hits or questionable Mahomes sliding, the guy not touching him and getting an automatic first down. It's like we didn't really see that. So here is the season. Yeah, I think depending on how we're watching and whatnot. So yeah, and obviously you have to run like RPO probably with Josh Allen and James Cook, and to try to flip it and whatnot. And you could always go for a pass as well. But I think if you ended up running the RPO, it would kind of take them off guard. It's a ballsy thing, but I mean, with Allen with the ball in his hands as a thrower, a runner, or a flipper to Cook, that would seem like that would be the best shot to get a first down instead of being like, I'm throwing it to Keelan Coleman or Curtis Samuel, hope to God they catch it, or Khalil Shakir or whoever. So we'll see. Okay, 3 more likes to get to 30. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. 2 more to 30. Let's go. Oh, baby. I just am kind of in denial mode right now that the season's almost over. Like, we're literally 2 minutes away. Someone's punching their ticket to the fucking Super Bowl to play the Eagles. Wow, we are coming to the very end here. Man, Shane Gillis living his best life. Mostly living his best life, too. Josh Allen, pass incomplete. Deep right, Dalton Kincaid. Chiefs got the ball. And that's how you win an AFC championship game. Boom! Defense wins games. Defense wins championships. And again, you can come close. Even if you went with the 2 extra points, you lose by a point. But again, you always have to think of different scenarios. Unbelievable. Wow! And some of y'all will be able to see it here. Shotgun set. Allen. Pressure coming. And incomplete. And that timely blitz by Spags is why he's one of the best in the goddamn world. Timely, timely, timely. Execution. Flag on the play. Yeah, corner blitz at the right time, and that's why Spags, Andy Reid gets a lot of love, but again, that's what you want to win, that type of way. And I know for those, people that don't like the Chiefs, I'm sorry, but again, there is a reason why that this happens year in and year out, and it's greatness. If they didn't have greatness, these other teams would fail when these guys are succeeding. It's just a simple fact, calling the right play at the right time. And, Spags definitely deserves a lot of fucking love. Yes, I am going to stream the Super Bowl. I always do. Congratulations, Odin. I might be the only one that's happy for you. Everyone is obviously wanting the Bills, but again, I go 2 for 2, more than likely here. Minute 50 left. But if they do it the right way, I pick the Eagles, I pick the Chiefs, no bias. Do I like the Commanders and the Bills? Fuck yeah. Jaden Daniels and Josh Allen are badass. But again, if the teams are incomplete, I can't pick you to win unless I actually truly feel you're good enough to compete with the team that is on that level. And like I said, the Bills were close with no defense. They almost won. I mean, it's not over yet, but, But having a better defense and a better offensive line is what gets you those extra yards, extra first down, and points. Pacheco, first down. Move the chains. They're saying this game is over. Oh, dude, Chiefs-Eagles is going to be amazing. What are you talking about? You're going to be in the live stream with me watching the goddamn Super Bowl. You want to make sure that you're watching how things are done, Teams that, are built a certain way. So that way, one day, your Seahawks, you'll have something to compare it to see the development of the team get better and better. To go from the 31st offensive line to hopefully top 10 offensive line one day and see the difference the Hawks will be at that point. It's going to be awesome. Again, Bills-Eagles would have been great too, with Josh Allen in that offense. But with Chiefs-Eagles, it literally could go 50-50. Like Eagles or Chiefs could win, no one would complain. Besides people that don't like those two teams, but based off the talent and being good on both sides of the ball, it's going to live up to the billing. And we might end up even getting an overtime win by 3 Super Bowl like we did last year. It's possible. Could be whoever has the ball last wins. Yeah, look like it. Nice job, man. Buffalo is good, but to be able to take the reins and have the torch be passed, you have to be better. Third down and 9. Yeah, but again, it's not as bad as it was in like the previous game, and it's just because you guys don't like these teams. You don't like the Eagles, you don't like the Chiefs, but again, this is what, that you have to live with. If you are older and got to see the whole Tom Brady thing with the Patriots, I mean, they were doing it for like 20 years. We're only in a couple of years with this, so. And the Chiefs don't always win just like the refs. Again, it's being like number one on third down, not fucking up and turning the football over with Mahomes when a lot of teams do. Defense bend but don't break. And again, there's always going to be close, calls. But again, if the ref calls it initially, it's hard to be able to overturn it. There's kind of like a safety net there. So obviously we have the, interception play where they both went up and all 4 hands were on the ball. That could have went either way, right? So there's always going to be missed holding calls on both teams. But again, you have to have a defense. And again, once Buffalo gets a defense, they fix the James Cook problem. Once they get a defense and they are the number 1 seed and you go through Buffalo, maybe that's when it happens. Ryan. And that's it, baby. Super Bowl. And again, for all the people that are hating on the Chiefs, I get it if you're sick of this. I get it if you're sick of this and Taylor Swift. But at the end of the day, this is the best out of all the teams in the NFL. So again, Belichick, Brady, Gronk, Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce. It may not be for you, and I know some people are jealous of it, but I mean, that's what greatness fucking looks like, period. The two best teams are going to the Super Bowl, and your boy, again, for like the 20th year in a row, boom, 2 for 2. Eagles, Chiefs, Super Bowl. And again, I get it. Commanders and Bills would have been cool. But again, you have to think like, either with your head or your heart. And if you choose the wrong one and you bet, you lost a lot of money. You want to be able to win money, you take my advice. I get you the W's. I get you the dollars. Final score, Chiefs 32, Bills 29. And again, going for it, they could have lost by 1, or maybe things would have been a little bit different, but they got a little greedy, right? And again, it's like, I know a lot of y'all are just hoping that they fuck up so that, another team can, get the glory and that you don't have to see the Chiefs anymore. But again, you have to understand this is like the most disciplined team in the NFL by a long shot. So again, if they weren't disciplined to like the highest extent, yeah, they wouldn't, have as many wins, and they would have lost to a Josh Allen or a Lamar Jackson team by fucking now. But this is what greatness looks like when you're a part of, good coaching, and you have good coordinators. Everything lines up. Patriots were good for 20 years. Now we're about, a 5-6 year run for the Chiefs, and you have to play perfect. I mean, imagine if Andy Reid was the coach of the fucking Seattle Seahawks, how excited you would be. You know that you're going to win a title, at some point or another. That, again, it's like the, being excellent, and there's no excuses. Like, you have a standard. Like, it's either Super Bowl or there was a failure. And when you get that mentality like Brady brought to Tampa, things change in the organization, and now we carry that over with Baker Mayfield. But this is the guy. And right here, this is the guy that won it for you, Spags, with that corner blitz call. That was what got you the dub. Samaje Perine, nice job. I mean, I don't know how many times you gotta, have something get right, before people start believing. Well, I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys very, very much. It's been a long fucking day. I need to spend some time with Paisley and eat some dinner and go for a long walk. Shout out to all of the OGs. Sarah, thank you for the help, as well as Captain with the mod help. Odin, congratulations, as well as Chief will Chief. Love you guys and appreciate you guys. Matt, Zay, everyone, Michael. Eagles, Chiefs, Super Bowl. Your boy called it again. I love it. And final score, Chiefs 32, Bills 29, Eagles, Chiefs, Super Bowl, and I'm excited. And I got one question for you. Who you know talk sports like us? Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics. Tomorrow, Monday Night Raw, 5 o'clock Pacific, Netflix. Be here, and I'm out. Gang.